Welcome to the locker, season 6, episode 19. We back like vertebrae. I need to apologize to everybody. Been busy man all July. Been a busy man. I've been so busy a staple for 6 years. I forgot that on Wednesday nights we supposed to broadcast. And every time I get that text message at 9:03, 9:04 Eastern Standard, problem is when I'm out on the water, nowhere near a broadcast. So I apologize, man. I apologize. I've been out of the business, been out of work for a little while. If I look exhausted, face all shiny. I ain't got the good camera. Lost my damn camera somewhere. But as always, we appreciate y'all. We appreciate Van for warning me that we were supposed to be on air. And then Van's such a good guy, man. I didn't hear from him. I meant to tell him I was going to be home for 4th of July. So I wasn't going to be in town. I was helping set up for 4th of July. Didn't get back. Phone was dead. Because Apple on that bull stuff, they want me to get a new phone. So they shut my phone down. Van calls me. What's up? Man, I didn't hear from you in 24 hours. I was making sure you're alive. Most people wouldn't do that. That was nice of you, my man.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I ain't gonna lie, man. That was. I was like, what the?
Yeah, no response at all. That is.
Yeah, well, and as a single guy, now if you I was like, should I contact Anwar? So I'm like, I at least give him 48. I think his phone might have died on him somewhere. Yeah, that was like, what the hell? Yeah,
and that's the other thing. I ain't on Twitter a whole lot, and you really ain't on Facebook because you might have seen some posts from my family with me tagged in it or whatever. And I'm really only on Facebook. Like I don't do a whole lot of Twitter. I don't do a whole lot of Instagram. So that's probably what my mom and them do. She go through my Facebook, contacts, and she ain't heard from me in a couple of days.
Okay.
Contacting people that I ain't talked to in years. Like, your mom contacted me and wants to know if you're okay. Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm gonna start doing that then.
But yeah, man, like I said, man, I'm gonna start getting the thing up early. I get up an hour early. So that way, once you see the show pop up, then you'll know I'm on board. If I forget about putting the show up, then we
right.
But nonetheless, we are back. That's been what 2 weeks or
2 weeks.
Last thing well, did we miss 2 weeks? Because didn't we talk about Big Dog text message leakage? Wasn't that on a Sunday or Monday? And then we didn't do the show that week.
Maybe.
Or was it the week before? I think it was that same week. But we just didn't get the Wednesday show in as well because I left out of town, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Hey, man. So just so you don't go on no national radios or national shows, man, talking that bull jive you've been talking. Man, we got big problems over there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man. Ain't big problem like that, but you know as well as I do. When they snap that ball, all chaos ensues. And if you don't trust the person with the rock in the hand, ooh. Now you've been pretty fortunate. I guess you've been mostly fortunate. You had the luxury of having the ball in Billy Jack Haskins' hands or Tim Couch's hand. You ain't played with Tim, did you?
I ain't played with Tim.
I thought you played with Tim.
I had Jeff Speedy, Antonio Farrell, then BJ.
But you have Pookie. Then you play with Pookie?
I mean, I didn't play that much as a freshman. I was on the team.
So I go back to my original. Well, you were semi-fortunate. And because as we identified on episode 18, that I played with all those quarterbacks. I was playing with y'all when that quarterback carousel was going on. That's how I was moving back and forth to defensive back, running back, over here, there, and everywhere. You get a position. You get a position. You get a position. Man, I think we tried Snedeker at quarterback, Speedy, O'Farrell, Billy Jack, Chris Ford.
Somebody else.
I think, yeah. Well, we did
Matt,
have some younger cat or some walk-ons in there.
Speedy tried. No, not
Did Speedy
Speedy.
start the season?
No, not Speedy. Matt, Hobby.
Who?
Hobby. Florida. Short. Played baseball, minor league baseball.
I don't think I played with him.
You remember Matt Hobby?
Don't sound familiar.
When
I was there, I'm telling you, when I was there, the quarterback, Chris Ford messed his knee up, but the quarterback battle was O'Farrell had moved the receiver at that point, so the quarterback battle was pretty much Speedy and Billy Jack. And then they tried to get Snedeker to play. And Snedeker told him, I don't know if I ever told you this, but Snedeker told him, and it was funny as hell because I didn't know Snedeker. He said,
yeah, I already know.
If y'all make me play quarterback, I'm transferring. And I was like, who the hell goes from quarterback to linebacker? Who does that?
I talked to Snedeker came out there, bro, with the Larry Zonka U on the helmet, with a big ass face mask. And you know me, I got jokes. So I went out joking with him. Like, man, ain't no damn quarterback. He's like, you damn right. I'm here for like 2 weeks. He's like, I'm here for 2 weeks. I'm out of here. I don't want to play quarterback.
Yeah, that's what he told me.
He didn't want. That was day one, bro.
Yeah, that's why they gave him number 17. That's why I asked him, I was like, man, how you gonna go from quarterback to linebacker? Like, it takes a different type. Quarterback got to be controlled. Linebacker got to be crazy. But I was like, man, it was funny, but man, I said, man, this dude crazy. He gave him an ultimatum. They moved on the linebacker. The rest is history. But
yeah,
I said, this dude got to be nuts. Are you gonna tell them you not playing quarterback?
Oh, I didn't mean to share that to the screen, but that's my hobby. I'll try to share to you to show that.
No, I don't.
You don't look familiar? All right.
The dark hair one?
No.
Oh, the red hair one.
I'm sorry. I guess
definitely, man. You listen to what kind of topics you got up on there. Is that what pumpers? What are you looking at? You looking at OnlyFans, man?
Let me see. I guess you didn't play with.
Nah, he don't. He might have left. He might have left as soon as I got there. He don't look familiar to me.
But you got there in 95.
Maybe he was spring of 95 and didn't. Because I'm telling you, y'all had that quarterback. He might have been spring 95. Maybe. And I came in summer 90, or I came in fall 95.
Okay.
And that's what I'm telling you. Like, the quarterback position was undetermined when I got there. That's why it was. O'Farrell had just, I guess in the spring, O'Farrell must have lost his position. They moved him to receiver. And then it was, like I said, it was Billy. It was really Speedy is one who I remember taking most of the reps. And Billy Jack was in there. Then Chris got hurt. Chris Ford got hurt. Then they had then they tried to move Snedeker over there, and that's what Snedeker told me. So I was just like, man, it's crazy. Then they moved me to DB. So I was like, I don't know, like what are we doing here? So said all that to say,
So I ain't heard no good. Hold on, I'm gonna start this way. It ain't worse than BVG. Who? Brock Vandegrift.
What do you mean?
Whatever you talking about, because you're speaking in in tongues. You said no.
Did Brock Vandegrift beat Ole Miss?
Now, as you tell me, you on that bullshit now. And you always tell me, Van, you on that bullshit. What was the final score of the Ole Miss game, Anthony? How many great passes did Brock Vandegrift get? One, right? On the fourth down play, right? Don't make me go look at Brock's stats that game. Come on, dude. Come on. Don't say Now you on that bullshit. Now you took 2 weeks off, and now you on that bullshit.
It's not really so much about the productivity. 400 yards, 400 or 500 yards, and a loss is really not a big deal. What we looking at now is, and Larry Ball paid me a huge compliment this past weekend that all I want to do is move the chains. You can look at the stat book, but if you look at winning plays, make winning plays. Just like Jalen Hurts' name ain't gonna be in the MVP because one, he got Saquon, but he makes winning plays. The tush push. I don't know if you're watching the ESPYs, man. The ESPYs is funny, man. The ESPYs is funny right now.
Oh, I'm watching.
Anyhow, my point is this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think if that was a question, you didn't pose it like a question. What you call it is yeah, I think it's worse than Vanderbilt. I think the situation is worse. And I'm saying the situation is worse because I don't know where we turn if this don't work out. And the reason I say that, Mark Stoops, Heine, is on the oven. Is in the oven, on the stove. Hot plate, whatever you want to call it. On the grill.
Here's what I'm going to tell you. Is that I don't believe you. Here's the reason why.
You don't believe who? You don't believe who?
I don't believe you.
Go ahead. Here's
the only reason. No. Let me strike that. I'm not as worried if you said this last year with Brock. And here's the reason why. Is Brock had zero quality reps at Georgia. Zero. And all this shit was mop-up duty. If Zach is having issues picking up the offense, I'm just speculating, y'all. Anthony ain't tell me anything. I'm just, if things are not, when he says confidence to me, that immediately means to me that the OC and him are not seeing eye to eye, and they can't run the shit that they think that he had the vision of running this year. So, therefore, there's some potential IQ issues. There's some potential inability to pick up the system, which to me is a bad thing. However, Zach has played 3 to 4 years of meaningful snaps and knows how to play the game. So now it's up to Bush to find a way and to mold whatever he wants around the abilities, good or bad, of the guy who's going to take the snap.
That all sounded good. All that crap sounded good, but so here's the question. Here's the thing, man. I don't know. I won't certainly say there's a disconnect. I will not say there's a disconnect. I do know that if the football hits the ground a lot in practice, it skimmies.
Ooh.
No matter who the quarterback is. Like you said, it could be processing late on the reads, whoop-de-whoop. I went back and watched the spring game. When impressed. The problem I got is, and I haven't seen Stone Saunders, but you ain't heard his name being mentioned at all. I'm saying the backups, if it doesn't work out, if this experiment doesn't work out with Calzada, where do we turn to, considering this is such a pivotal year for Stoops?
So hold on. So see now. So what you're saying is there's no confidence in the backup more than there's no confidence in the starter. Or you saying there's no confidence throughout the whole process?
Put it like this: I was with somebody the other day, and I forgot all about this. We were talking about Mo Williams, and they said Mo Williams didn't even start his last year, and I broke down to why Mo Williams didn't start his junior year, the year before he left. And they said, I knew that. So said running back started.
Mm-hmm.
Should said running back have been started?
Hell no.
Who knows? Who knows? I'm not getting involved in that. I'm not getting involved.
Stop.
My point
No.
is this. My point is this, and we've been saying this for years. If we ain't got nobody to put no pressure on you, and we relying on you, and we don't believe in you, what's your next course of action? So it's okay. Calzada might come in. I ain't felt this unimpressed since Will Levis first entry.
Okay.
I didn't have the confidence because I didn't have the confidence. You didn't even play at Penn State.
Right.
Came in, did some things. I'm saying I got a worser feeling because I know a little bit more. But
so
if he doesn't work out, what do you do the rest of this season? If we can't convert. And he's not Ray Davis. He ain't been jumping from university to university, knocking stats out the box like Ray Davis did. Wherever Ray Davis went, he's knocking stats out the box. So I'm telling you, I'm gonna temper your judgment.
See now you're giving me, because if I don't know him off the top of my head, but I'm about to tell you this. Anthony, does 65.5% completion percentage, 3,700 yards, 35 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, does that not sound like a good year?
That sounds like Devin Leary.
That's what Zach Calzada had this last season.
At North Carolina State?
At Incarnate Word. Are you talking about Devin Leary? No, that's Zach Calzada.
I'm telling you what competition are we talking about, what I was thinking.
No. See, but you can't do that. And here's why you can't do that. No, here's why you can't do that. Because he's playing with that level of competition too. It ain't like he's playing at Alabama, playing Alabama State. He's at Incarnate Word, playing with Incarnate Word talent, playing against other teams with that level of talent too. It ain't like he's playing his team is better than everybody else. He's playing a lower division with lower division talent.
When Cam Newton went down, all Cam Newton's teammates said he was different. Like man, he was a man amongst boys.
Hold on.
Cam Newton was bigger than most of the people in college.
And you can't do Cam Newton because Cam Newton did that shit in the SEC too.
Cam Newton I'm saying when you're on that level, you dominate that level like you should. Like you should.
Okay, let's compare him to Shedeur Sanders then. Shedeur Sanders isn't an opposing. Like Cam Newton could take any fucking team and probably win 8 games.
Right.
I don't care who you are. He can go play. He could have came to Kentucky. We would have won 7 8 games.
Right.
He's gonna give you probably 4 wins just because of him.
Well, we had Cam Newton here. We had Cam Newton 2.0 here. It didn't work out, so I might not buy what you're saying. Hey, no shade, Joey. Hey, man, you still might.
Come on, and dude. I'm gonna tell you this. There is not gonna ever be another Cam.
You're right.
He is. I don't think people understand how fucking big Cam. Know what Cam is? And you're gonna hate this. Cam is a LeBron.
I know what you're gonna say. Definitely. I've always said that. Yeah.
NFL. He just
he just an inch shorter. I believe he might be just being inch shorter.
He's bigger than most defensive ends.
Yeah. He up there with him, LeBron, and Judge, Aaron Judge.
Yes. There you go.
They all around the same size.
They're the same. So I'm gonna just say this. Would you not say Shedeur Sanders played on a team at Jackson State with Jackson State level talent? Like he didn't play with no great players.
He played with a Heisman Trophy winner.
Whoa. But his first year he didn't. Travis Henry came the second year.
Okay.
So it ain't like he played with
Travis Hunter, not Travis Henry. Travis Hunter.
I mean Travis
Henry.
I said my bad. That was the dude too. Travis Hunter came the following year. All right.
Right.
So when he went to Colorado, now he had that dude. And Colorado didn't have great talent, but they had way better talent than Jackson State, though. So what I'm saying is, when you playing with the talent level at that division and putting up numbers against guys. Now, if Incarnate Word would have had NFL talent on the team, then I'll say, yeah, that ain't because shit, your guys just walk on the field. Are we gonna put up 50? He ain't have that kind of talent level on his team. So I'm gonna say this. I don't know what you hearing. I don't hear shit. I feel more confident with Zach Calzada as a quarterback than Brock Vandagriff. Now, I don't feel more.
Second year Brock Vandagriff from when Brock first got it, or are you talking about if we had brought Brock back for another year?
When Brock last year and Zach Calzada this year, I feel way more confident in Zach this year than I felt with Brock last year. Now, I'm going to tell you, I don't feel as confident in Devin Leary. Devin Leary, to me, comes in a better situation than Zach Calzada does. Because he played at NC State. He played in the ACC. He played with talent against talent. Devin Leary, before the season starts, comes in preseason. I feel much better about him than I feel about Zach Calzada. But Zach Calzada, I feel better than Will Levis. Will Levis ain't getting no fucking stats.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. But he had a cannon on him.
Anthony, I can't believe your punk ass is defending Will Levis. All the shit you used to say about him. I can't. Hey,
he still can't throw the intermediate route. He still can't throw the intermediate route.
July 16th at 9:25 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Anthony White, A-Dot, Sugarfoot is defending the great Will Levis. I thought I would never hear that ever in my life. Okay.
Hey, you can't knock stats, man. And winning plays, you can't knock that.
Oh my God, here we go.
You can't knock that. I'm saying he was limited.
Anthony on that bullshit.
I say, you know what? I put it like this. I say he was limited. The same way people say, you know, you were good at what you did. You were best pass receiving back. Whoop. I caught the football because they threw it to me. I was an option running back. And if I would have got the ball 25 times a game, I would have been a damn good running back. I carried the ball 10 times a game. I caught the ball 10 times a game. But don't diminish my accomplishments on saying, well, the reason I was good because I could catch the ball. Well, I rushed for 8 yards. I rushed for 8 yards to carry in high school.
Anthony on that bullshit today, y'all.
1,000 yards every year I played. 1,500 or more every year I played.
Anthony's on that bullshit tonight, y'all. He keeps saying I'll be on it. You on that bullshit tonight.
So,
all right.
Okay, so you and JD Hall are riding. Okay. So I'm just gonna do this. So for the past 4 years, I had my foot in and out of my mouth just because of what I think. Because you can't watch practice. It ain't like it was when Hal Mundo did. You can't just watch.
Right.
So Will Levis came in. I wasn't sold. He instantly sold me. It could have been Wandale Robinson. I don't know. He showed us the next year that he's a tough SOB, and he got a cannon. Devin Leary, I thought, was gonna light the world. But you can't. It's hard to throw the ball when you land on your back. It's very hard to throw the ball when you land on your back. Now, I go to Brock Vandagriff. All we knew about Brock was he played at Georgia. Okay, so you give him the benefit of the doubt. You couldn't make it at Georgia because, Georgia's a good team. Now, they had all the talent on the outside. Tight ends, I guess. I can't really say outside. But so we gave Brock a chance.
Mm-hmm.
Did you go back and watch the spring showcase? Because it wasn't a spring game. Did you watch the spring showcase of Zach Calzada?
No, because we have said on this show many times, spring football don't mean a damn thing. So why would I waste my time watching glorified? No, I didn't watch.
If it's glorified pass Skelly, who should win on pass Skelly most of the time?
Offense.
So if the ball is hitting the ground consistently, where's your faith coming from? Same way 9 on 7, when y'all got the extra safety who ain't blocked, just want to run up in the hole and tee off on people. Like, who does that? See, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Pointer. Get in here, man. Get in here and help your boy out. Because JD and Van trying to.
He said, Anthony, Brandon lost all credibility when he says, "Where's Randy Sanders?" he was good. I was with you, Brandon, until you said, "Where's Randy Sanders?" Then I just no.
Maybe talking about developing a quarterback.
Randy Sanders.
Come on. Maybe talking about ain't that who developed that wasn't that Peyton's coach at Tennessee?
And you forget I played against Peyton Manning twice in high school. That motherfucker was ready as a sophomore. He ain't do shit. Not a damn thing.
See?
Not
know what he's talking about. Dre Woodson, the second best quarterback in the history of Kentucky football. Peyton Manning, Heartline. Look at him. He's going down the list.
Brandon, if you're going to hitch your ride to Randy Sanders, Scangarello was a top-notch OC. So if you're going to hitch your ride to Randy Sanders, Scangarello was a top flight OC. We in a locker, we shoot it straight. I ain't got nothing against Randy Sanders, but Anthony, I just had a discussion with one of my friends, coaching friends, and we are both ex-athletes that was that were good playing the league, and it was like that. People have to understand is that we came to college with a toolbox. It ain't like Coach Smith had to mold get a piece of clay and mold something from scratch. It wasn't that. All these coaches, he said as a coach now that he thinks is for the dudes, like it's 0.1% that a college coach is going to help you. Anthony, be honest. How much did any of the running back coaches help you while you was at Kentucky?
I just told you, man. What did I just tell you? Everybody want to give me credit for knowing how to catch a football.
That's what I'm saying.
They brought me here because I can run the damn football. They ain't bring me here because I can catch the damn football.
So all these motherfucking people who think, oh my God. I'm going to say this because I've been hearing a lot of stuff about Nick Saban. And there's an old saying that coaches just have a hopper. They put all their players in it. Whoever comes out is the 12. When you got DB after DB after DB after DB, you coaching the top flight talent in the country. If person A don't work out, I got a person B that's just as good as person A. Bring your ass here. You kick rocks. It's not easy coaching talent, but when you have talent, it makes coaching easier.
Oh, I agree with that. Absolutely.
No, but what I'm saying is Brandon just got me on one with, well, Randy Sanders, Coach Peyton Manning, right? No. I don't like as a coach now. I think you have more influence in high school, but even in high school, man, your ability to make someone better is very low if they don't want to be better or they don't already have some natural talent.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So the thing Randy Sanders fucking made Andre Woodson, come on.
I will say this. I don't know if you know this or not. I will say this. Josh, and I'm telling you for no reason at all, Josh Allen told me when I asked him, we was working a football camp. Josh, Benny, it was quite a couple of them guys. And I was like, man, you over there with my boy Stu, man. Man, I love Stu, man. He got me right. Stu told me the same exact thing Josh told me. Before Stu came in, my hand placement, my eyes, like that little stuff. Like he was already athletic, but getting them edge on it. So would Josh have been the top 15 pick, top 16 pick? Yeah, maybe not. We don't know. He told me himself, and the same exact things he told me that Stu worked on with him is the same thing Stu told me when I got my hands on Josh. That's what I worked on with him. So, and Josh, apparently by the experts, was a 2-star talent. So I agree with what you're saying. It's easier when you got the raw talent to work with. I absolutely agree with that.
So here's what I'm gonna say with that, right? And this is where I think people get the coaching profession confused, especially nowadays. If you can't create a relationship with your player that way he trusts you, he ain't gonna get better anyway. Like it's done because he's not gonna trust you to help him get better. With all that said, if Josh Allen was 6'1", 290 pounds, no matter what all the shit Stu gave his hand placement, he did all the stuff that Stu learned when he was at Montreal and all the stuff that he implemented to become defensive player of the year, all that stuff don't mean shit for 6'1", 285. You know what I'm saying?
All I'm telling you is we got problems in the quarterback room, and
Bam.
we ain't got no solutions on the roster.
Okay. Well,
that's
now,
a problem I got.
And I'm gonna say this on top of that, Anthony. If that's the case, we have done as poor a job in recruiting quarterbacks than as we did recruiting offensive linemen. Because if you got Cutter Boley, 4-star, you got Brennan Ward from Ohio, I think. He came highly recommended. Stone Saunders, Pennsylvania record holder, and passer, blah, blah, blah. He's here. If you can't hit on any of those three, y'all done betted the wrong quarterbacks. And then if that's the case, like you saying, that if Zach falls on his face and Cutter Boley in year 2 ain't getting better, year 2 in the same system, and those 2 freshmen can't even replicate a decent quarterback, then that offensive staff needs their ass whipped because they brought in 3 supposed to be highly talented quarterbacks and ain't one going to hit. That's bad.
I ain't even done with you yet.
Oh shit! And
this is just stuff. This is just stuff us to throw around. And I don't know what Ann and we're talking about. You know anything about points? Apparently, they giving our people points, and people are a little bit upset about points. I wonder if that's a YouTube thing.
I don't understand. I've got a.
They saying something about getting points.
Oh, I don't know.
I guess maybe how many shows you done tuned into. I don't know. So you might be onto something. I ain't trying to, this is just a locker. So I'm just throwing around some things, man. This is what concerns me. Based off what we said about the quarterback. I hear everything I'm hearing that we got problems in the quarterback room. My problem is I don't think we got solutions on the roster. That's the biggest problem. So if Zach works out, fine, because it can be just like Will Levis. If it doesn't, we got huge problems. Like we got huge problems. Now, and I'm with you. We should have brought some people in we can develop because there was a coaching staff that brought Tim Couch in here and wanted him to run the option. So you really bring people in, like you said, you really bring people in that got the tools to do what you need to do, and you kind of mold them in there. You don't bring in an RPO quarterback to run a spread offense. Now, maybe they can because it spreads the field and you got running lanes. But so this is the other thing that concerns me. And this is why I'm like, I don't know what's going on over there. I don't know if the money's too much. I don't know. And it might just be they may have just started doing it recently. Yeah. It's been the past 2 shows because it may have started once we haven't been doing shows. The points is a YouTube thing. It gets people to interact. Click the points and it explains it. Okay, so that's cool. So we can get a little interaction. Okay, so here's
that's wrong. Steven C is petty.
What?
Steven C said and move to number 3.
Man, hey, here's the thing.
That's wrong, man.
Here's the thing, big dog.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why I'm like, I have no idea the deal what's going on over there. What you just said about the quarterback room, is absolutely right. You played with Mo Williams. You played with me. Mo came in, so I ain't really sure how many other backs you actually got to play with. But here's the thing, Van.
Mm-hmm.
JoJo Kemp, Boone Williams,
Mm-hmm.
Benny Snell, Chris Rodriguez, AJ Rose came up. Yeah, Smoke. Forgot about Smoke. Came up to the rows. I mean, came up to the ranks.
Yep.
So we had Chip Trainum last year.
Mm-hmm.
Got hurt. We had Ray Davis the year before that. Now we got Dante Dowdle coming in. Seth McGowan.
No.
What is Jamarian Wilcox or Jason Patterson done to not earn playing time in their second year?
Anthony, don't come into. I know you're asking questions, and I appreciate you creating valuable banter. But Anthony, how many times have we fucking said we talked about you are recruited over every damn year? Somebody whom we both like. I was a Wilcox fan since I saw his huddle highlight. I'm like, this motherfucker can play. He comes here. He comes here, and for whatever reason, I don't know for sure, but there's been some off the field issues that have prevented him from being the player that I think he can become. So he's only hurt himself.
Jason Patterson hasn't, though.
Now, I don't know. Didn't Jason Patterson get hurt?
Yeah, he got hurt last year. So that don't mean.
So, and hold on. I'm going to say this. You just brought up something that just got me. If Mo fucking Williams, who had, I don't know, 1,500 yards his sophomore year, if Mo fucking Williams cannot start, which makes no damn sense, his junior year, who's to say why Jason Patterson ain't starting? Like who? Like how
they
can
recruited somebody to start? Dowdle.
Right. Yes.
They went in the portal. Like I can understand you going in the portal, but now everybody's saying like Seth McGowan is supposed to be jumping them, both of them. I don't mind you putting Dowdle in. I don't mind you starting Dowdle and rotating Jamarian or what you call it. Mo, and don't throw Mo in that conversation, man. Mo had a dickhead off.
No. But hold on, and I have more confidence in McGowan than Dowdle.
Okay, well, I'm saying you bringing people in and moving in front of him, guy. Why not have a three-headed horse?
No. First, that's what I'm saying. First of all, you didn't bring him in, quote unquote. This is semantics here. You didn't bring him in to put in front. Your ass put your ass in the back by the things that you did that prevented you from starting even last year.
Not Jason Patterson, though.
But Jason Patterson got hurt. And you look, y'all know this game is a ruthless game. It is. What did you do for me? Not yesterday. What did you do for me like 3 months ago? It's a ruthless game. And like you said earlier, Coach Stoops is on. His seat ain't hot. He ain't even got a seat. He got the little post. he got the post, and he can't sit down. So he can't even sit down. He ain't got a seat. All right. So am I going to put my confidence in a guy who couldn't stay healthy last year? I don't know if he Rice Krispie treats or not. I don't know. But whatever reason, he couldn't stay healthy last year. And you got a guy who has probably the most talent in the room, but can't do everything else right. So I'm going to bring in some older guys who I feel like are going to do everything right. We're going to roll with them. And if you can find a way to beat them out, beat them out.
Let me ask you this. And I know it might not have been you. It might have been Jack Pilgrim. I'm going to ask you this. Do you think at their respective positions, do you think at their respective positions, do you think that Barian Brown is better at his position than Jamarian Wilcox is at his position? So you talking about all this off the field, this, that, and the third. Why is Berrien getting?
We got, but I don't fucking know. That was the one where I was like, he shouldn't get. But you asked me, is Berrien Brown better
At receiver than Jamarion is at running back?
I would say hell no.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
But he shook up the wide receiver room.
Well, and as you say, right, you always come on here and say that I was the what teacher's pet, right? Berrien Brown was the teacher's pet of Big Dog and Mark Stoops. That's the only thing I can say. I'm not saying that's true, but he had guys in his corner that was higher up on the chain that can allow him to do the bullshit he did and not be reprimanded, where Wilcox probably didn't. So,
Lacey, what, you always got a stick up your tail. What's going on with you, Lacey?
What's wrong with the Harrison twins?
I don't know. I ain't never heard nobody say nothing bad about the Harrison twins. I thought maybe they ain't take a picture with her. She got something going on with KSR too.
Ooh.
Yeah, she said something about KSR.
Lacey. I ain't know you was petty like that, Lacey.
No, she works in the funeral industry, so she's used to bad news. I guess it's bad news, ain't it?
She ain't used to bad news. She just she take care of grieving families.
Yeah. That's a better way to put it. You always been a little better with words than me.
I don't know. And I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. You giving me a little pause of my confidence meter was ratcheting up. And now I'm gonna have to slow that ratchet down.
The instability doesn't concern you? And this is our when's the last time we had a coordinator 2 years in a row? 5 years ago, 6 years ago? Eddie Graham? Maybe Eddie Graham?
That was Eddie Graham. So that would have been 5 years ago. 2019.
So this is our second. So when are we gonna get stability? We got it. So the coach know what he needs. He know where our weaknesses are.
Oh, you said stability. I think you said instability.
No, I'm saying the lack of stability of know what you had coming back this year. Okay. So you decided that Jason Patterson, and I understand you bringing in one. And if you can load the room up, maybe Seth is gonna be really good. I don't care if we have 4 great running backs. I think it's gonna be tough to keep recruiting because as me and you have said, if you're going into the portal every year, you ain't getting Junkins every time or Ray Davis every time. Junkins, you're gonna get some guys who wasn't happy where they was at for some reason.
Right.
Like I said, them only 2 dudes I can know that left a good situation. Well, Vanderbilt really wasn't a good situation, but point being is, you need to turn the program around. I don't see the quarterback room helping us do that. Maybe the offensive line to be a little bit better, and the quarterbacks may look a little bit better. But I just like this stuff that's going on in the running back room is just odd to me.
Well, I'm gonna say this.
And I don't care if Jamarion does off the field problem. That's fine with me if he don't want to tie his shoes up. But like I said, now Jason Patterson, Tavani Mazzell ain't getting a shot, and we just bringing guys in, plugging them in front of these guys.
Okay. And every year, even when we played, we brought in players. We brought in George Harris, brought in Reggie Russ. We brought in you brought Eric Gray play offense, and I can't even run. I don't care who the fuck you bring in as a player. You know this. I don't care who you bring in. You ain't gonna take my spot.
Everybody in teacher's pet.
Well, if I produce enough the previous year, I don't care. It doesn't matter who you bring in. I'm still RB1. So I understand. I get what you're saying, but if Wilcox or Patterson ain't bowing up, you don't let nobody just come take your spot. Even if Anthony, even if you bring in Seth McGowan, right? He and Bush just ushers him into number 1 reps, right?
Right.
But motherfuckers, when them 2 reps come in, he ain't gonna see what he just saw with these 2s. I'm going against the 2 defense too. I'm about to put these motherfuckers on skates. Right?
Right.
So then I'm gonna force you to say, well, you know what, coach? You know what? The motherfucker just going with number 2. It ain't like he going with 1. It ain't like he going with the dude. So let's see what he can do when we put him with the 1. So now you get your chance with the 1. No, I'm buying it, but I'm not buying it.
So you okay with it? Considering where we coming from.
We just lost. Hey, as the general manager said when I was with the Bears my second year, he came up, they hired a guy. He wasn't really general manager, but whatever they call him. He said, look, y'all guys went, I think we went 4-12 or 5-11 last year. I don't play with 5-11 players. Dude, he flipped that whole fucking roster. So it ain't like we won games last year. So some of y'all motherfuckers are gonna be casualty award just because of association. You was a part of that 4-8 damn team. So yeah.
All right, so I don't know where you're getting all this fluff from, because you ain't getting right to the point. The point is, if we don't turn this thing around this year, I ain't saying completely turn it around. We can go 5-7 and lose 3 close ones, 2 close ones. I'm fine. We can go 6-6. We'll be fine. We are not building a recipe to sustain Mark Stoops' job. Like, he's right now, I don't see it. It's because if Zach Calzada doesn't work out, there's nobody on the roster to push us through the SEC, to push us to 4-8 again. There's nobody on the roster. And that's what's being told. But like, that's why I think the point you missed and went over your head. That's why Zach Calzada is the starting quarterback. Well, it might not be because he's a great quarterback. He's the best of what we got.
And we don't need to be, first of all, we don't need to be great. Will Levis wasn't fucking great. Will Levis even passed with 3,000 yards. Here's what I'm saying, Anthony. I'm going to say this again. If Zach Calzada doesn't work out, and you got Cutter Bowley, whom was supposed to be this great quarterback in his second year, if he ain't ready, and Stone Saunders or Brennan Ward can't give you some reps, you have fucking done a horrible job of recruiting quarterbacks
and managing the roster. That's what the head coaches do. You manage the damn roster.
Whoa. That's not even, for me, that's not a roster management deal, because your ass, that's more of a talent evaluation. Cutter Bowley supposed to have shown, not for me. Cutter Bowley showed something a little last year in not mop up duty, backup duty. When he was a starter, it didn't look as good. But he's shown enough that he should be developing to be a viable option. If you didn't say what you said right now, right? I would have said that this year's quarterback room is the best room we have had in Stoops' era, period.
Yeah, it seems like it. Yeah, it should be.
No, yeah. Right. But now you say the breadcrumbs that you laying out here making him like, this is worse than Terry Wilson and Sawyer Smith.
That wasn't a bad combination. They both win games.
But what I'm saying is that was the second best.
Right.
That was the best in my estimation, the Stoops era.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
T-Dub and Sawyer Smith was probably the best. And we had to go to fucking Lynn Bowden. Right? But you saying now that this is worse than damn T-Dub and the damn boy from Ohio, the 2 boys from Ohio, Clark and who was the one that had the parents, the mom that was always texting stuff? You know what I'm talking about?
Danny Clark. Was it Danny Clark?
Danny Clark plays on the Vandy.
Yeah.
Who was the guy who was in front of him?
I know you talking about.
Yeah. This is worse than that. And that was bad. The background, what you spreading right now is like, this is worse than that year. And that was a bad year.
The problem I got is the decisions we're making, and our defense is good. Brad White and them guys can't keep on, we can't keep getting people to come here and go 4-8. Now, we can keep putting people in the league, which is a great thing on the defensive side of the ball, but we have to get some sustainability on offense, even if it's 3 yards in the cloud of dust. And people laugh when I say that. People act like I don't know football when I say, as a coordinator, I designed a play from the bottom up. I designed a play to get 3.5 yards. Everything else is a plus. Everything else is a plus. If I can get you to 3 yards, your skill should get you another 2 or 20 or 30 or 50. But if I'm designing plays behind the line of scrimmage,
fans don't like that.
They like winning, don't they?
No, apparently not. From the shit I hear, apparently not. Apparently, fans ain't. Gunnar Hoke and Danny Clark.
Gunnar Hoke's mom. They people was the one. They was the one.
Yeah, you remember?
Who was that? That ain't the one who had the practice film, is it? Who had the practice?
No, that's that was Scalzo.
Yeah. Nick Scalzo.
Yeah. I don't know, man. You are. We
gotta talk about it before it get too late.
You are upsetting me because
I'm just giving you something to know on.
Because you definitely know more than me, and even if you trying to give me something to talk about, you know how they say every joke has a little bit of truth in it.
That's me.
yeah. There's a little bit of truth in what you're saying, and I don't like it because I don't know what you've been told, but going off of paper, this is by far the best quarterback room, Anthony. On paper, this might be the best quarterback room we've ever had. If you
are all the quarterbacks 4-star and above?
I think
or 4-star-ish.
I think Ward is a 3, a high 3.
Yeah.
But Stone Saunders and Cutter-Boley are 4 stars.
Yeah.
Yeah, he transferred to Old State. Yeah, so this is the best. Anthony, when have you had? No, well, shit, yeah, because Dusty left, right? Dusty didn't suit up that year, right?
What year?
The year Jared started.
Right, yeah, he left that year. He left after the spring.
So it ain't like he had Jared and Dusty on the same team. So that would have been
you had Billy, Jack, and Tim on the same team, back-to-back Mr. Kentucky's. And they had stars. They both would have been 4 or 5.
Okay, but you didn't have anybody after them, though.
Right.
In this class, you got supposed to be dudes. So this is the best. I don't want to say in the history because I've only known Kentucky football since '93. This is the best quarterback room since '93. You got 4 guys in Bo Allen.
Yeah.
You got 4 guys in Bo Allen. We ain't never had a room. Bo Allen started games for in college too and put up numbers. So if this room is that, you're not saying it's that bad, but you saying this room ain't hitting on all cylinders. If that's the case,
I'm telling you, if you putting all your eggs in Calzada basket, and you happen to hit a crack in the pavement, and You stumble.
That Anthony. That's
Don't
what.
even worry. Don't even worry about saving the basket, man. Save yourself.
Oh shit. That is a that's horrible. Because shit, Anthony. If push comes to shove, put fucking Bo Allen in the game.
That's what I said. Somebody else said that earlier. Here's a question. Here's a question, and I don't even know what you know about that. What if we keep Matt Ponatowski? If Stone doesn't play, Bo's gonna be done. If Stone doesn't play, Cutter gets in. See, man, I don't even want to do this. I don't want to do this to the kids. So Cutter got in last year a little bit.
Yeah.
What's his stats look like?
Nah, it ain't good.
He got more. How many more interceptions do they have in the touchdowns?
I think he has more touchdowns. If I'm guessing.
Didn't he throw 3 against Louisville?
Yeah, you're right. Nope. He had more touchdowns to the Louisville game. He 2 touchdowns, 4 picks. I forgot about. I was leaving the Louisville game. I forgot about the Louisville game. You're right.
So here's my thing. So there's a lot of turmoil going on that everybody thinks they should be playing. And all you can really go by is, like you said, what we see at practice and what we see on film. So if you got somebody in your corner, you got somebody in your corner. My problem is Matt is a high 3, maybe 4 out of Moeller, the 2026 quarterback. If we don't get Stone an opportunity, we don't give Boley an opportunity, is Matt going to stick around? Now, it kind of shows you, well, like you always say, if Stone is going to be a redshirt freshman next year, and Ponatowski going to be a freshman, so he got to sit 3 years behind him anyways. If he, but if Stone doesn't get a chance, does that give Matt the mindset of, yeah, I'm gonna come in here and wait my time and play, or I'm gonna come in here and wait my time and get picked over every year?
It should. First of all, I'm gonna say this, Ant, and this is gonna. First of all, I don't care who you are. If your ass isn't coming into any situation with the thought process of starting, you don't need to be playing this game.
But not getting a fair shot is a whole different story.
Well, no.
Because here's one thing. Hold on. Here's one thing, man. This one thing, and like I said, you privy not to have. When I came under Bill Curry's thing was, we don't play freshmen. We don't play you young. We like to develop you, which I put on 20 pounds my freshman year. All right, we don't play freshmen. 2, he get his tail fired. He get it, yeah, because you teacher's pet.
Mo play. He ain't teacher's pet.
So even with that being said, Craig, he's played as a freshman. Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
What happened was he get his tail fired 2 years later. What the new coach say? Hey, you're a freshman, you young, you can come here and play. So now I'm a redshirt sophomore, junior. Now you bringing somebody in, want to play Derek Homer and all these freshmen in front of people.
Right.
So point being is there's still that case. Hold on, I gotta look up this stat real quick. There's still that case that people might be like, I don't know. I'm just trying to look at the future for Stoops, and hopefully he's doing the right thing, man. Hopefully he got me wrong, man. Hopefully he got me messed up. Like, I don't know what that Anthony White is talking about. Hopefully we can go through that.
Why is my shoulders locked up on? Getting old, man. Damn.
Too much pleasure, huh?
No, that's the wrong arm. That's the wrong arm. Yeah, that's the wrong arm.
I can't find the stats. Go yeah. So I'm a little bit concerned, man. That's all I was saying. It's just a talking point. I know a couple things that I've heard, but Saturdays is a whole different story. If somebody come out there,
look, I'm gonna say this, and this is where I go at, right? Liam recruited Cutter Bowley, right? Bush recruited Saunders and Ward, right? If none of them hit, we have failed at the OC quarterback coach's position. And one of them is supposed to be a damn good quarterback coach in OC. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So if we don't hit, that's a problem.
Van Hiles.
Yeah.
Cutter Bowley played in 4 games last year.
Yep.
Had 2 touchdowns.
Oh, I already see it. I'm looking at it now. You should ask me. I could have told you.
Well, that's what I was trying to point out to you.
Yeah, but
wait a minute, Scott Mitchell broke nose. He stopped the arsonist.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah,
you heard about that?
Yeah. Oh boy,
news. Scotty franchise
used his speed. Yes, he did. Yeah. Yes, it was on the news and everything.
I gotta check that out. In California.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, I know.
Mommy still coaching?
Yeah, he got nothing better to do.
He coaching which college? He's still on the air raid?
He got to. Yeah, that's a perfect spot for him.
Yeah.
JD, thank you, dude. Anthony, you know what's bad? Is I didn't do anything with my left shoulder either. Hey, y'all, for y'all old men out there, get a lacrosse ball. The best thing that I've ever purchased is a lacrosse ball. I can rub this knot out and y'all don't even see it. It's feeling better already.
I was wondering what you was doing. I seen your shoulder moving back and forth. I didn't know what you was doing over here.
Crossball. Oh boy. Anthony, I don't know what that was.
Yeah.
It's still spazzing on me.
I don't have them problems.
You don't have the problem?
Nope.
It's crazy, man.
Do not. So I don't know, man.
What's up, Kate Jones?
I just don't want you going. I just don't want you getting on no national. And plus, Stoop's gonna be on tomorrow. What, 8 o'clock? SEC Media Day, 8 or 9 o'clock, one of them, something like that.
Well, I'm always positive. I don't give a damn if they win 2 games.
You done duped me the past 2 or 3 years. You done convinced me to stick my foot in your mouth.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Well, no, last year I was where I was supposed to be. I didn't realize our offense would just be inept. Our defense was good. If our defense got a little bit of help.
Oh, y'all, I'm gonna tell you right now. Your boy is I'm going tomorrow and I'm gonna go off on some people because I got a group chat that's talking about how the defense really wasn't that good and how the offense played ball control, and that's the only reason why that defense was good and blah, blah, blah.
What?
I'm about to go off because it's weird, Anthony, how football is the best team sport in the history of sports, but it's an offensive sport. All people know about is offense. If your offense ain't, and it's not even offense like that, your offense got to put up 40 points a game for fans to be, certain fans to be happy about it. Now, you're right. Now, that might, yeah, that's true. But I'm over right shoulder, so I don't know why the left. But I don't think people understand. Here, I'm gonna give a little piece probably of what I'm gonna say. I guarantee you, if you, for all the nerds out there, if you look at the average starting position for all offense in 2018 and 2021, I guarantee you it's one of the tops in the conference. I bet you it's over top half. And the only way you can get start position on the 28 or 30 is the defense got to make other teams go 3 and out. That's the only way. That's the only way. If your offense get 2 first downs and you punt them inside the 20, that's That's how football. I'll never forget. Coach Archer told us if a team starts on their 20, their chance of scoring is like 30%. If they get to the 50, it's like 80%.
Right.
So if you're last year, I'm gonna tell y'all this. Last year, the average starting, I know this because I looked it up so many times. The average starting position for our opponents last year was the minus 49. That's 1 yard away from midfield.
Sheesh. Wow.
So what do you think people are gonna do? Dude, all you gotta do is go 30 yards and kick a field goal.
Right.
So don't give me that bullshit. Reason why? No, man. The defense allowed the defense. People say the offense allowed the defense to be that. The defense allowed the offense to play that way. Because I'm gonna tell you something. From a guy who played on bad offenses, you know what is stressful? Is knowing that if the opponent scored 2 touchdowns on you, the ball game's over. If they scored twice on you, your offense ain't good enough to score 17 or 21.
Yeah.
That's stressful. So
I'm surprised you in a group that someone would say that.
Yeah, man. I got added to some groups that, it's interesting hearing fans. Oh, Anthony, it's getting late. I'm gonna ask you this question because I polled this. I'm interested to see what you say. You in the NBA, right? Would you rather 300 million and no titles, or 50 million and 7 titles?
I'll take 300 million. I seen somebody. I saw it might have been you. I see that on somebody's site.
It makes no fucking sense, dude. 50 million? Them 7 titles don't mean a damn thing.
Right. What I'm gonna do with them titles, man?
Yeah, but I know I can do with 6 times the amount of money I made in those 7 titles.
You know how many Super Bowl champions that are broke?
A lot of them. You know how many? You know what's worse, dude? And this is what I don't get. After I win a championship and a team pay for my ring, why am I selling it?
I never understood that.
That makes no sense to me.
But a lot of people do. I think it kind of like to me. I always felt like the times I've known it to happen, it kind of been like that whole adage. It's like drinking poison, expect the other person to die. Like I'm gonna show them. I'm gonna sell this damn ring. Now, mind you, if you're in a jacked up spot, I can see. But obviously, if that's the case, you'd have made some. If you was a professional athlete at any point in your life, and you got down to that point, you'd have made some bad decisions in your life. Because even my little short time, people tell me, like I talk to people all the time now in my career now. That, well, yeah, you had a healthy start just by playing for a couple of years. Like most people come out of college, maybe make 30, 40,000 or whatever. Say, man, you got a hell of a jump start on, savings and buying a house and car and all that stuff, where most people may not know. I thought about it. I was like, yeah, I guess it wasn't all that bad.
No, it wasn't. That's the same thing like we talk about Cassie Rhodes. Girl, you graduated.
Yeah.
They don't owe you nothing else.
Yeah.
All that extra is extra. You got a degree for free. And not for free. Because I don't like saying that. You earn that degree by playing for the institution that paid for your education. You didn't get it for free because you had to work for it. But you didn't have to pay for it. So no one owes you nothing else.
You know what that reminded me of? And that stuff kind of went under the rug. That went under the radar. It ain't no thing no more. Somebody told me, or I was with somebody, or somebody told me. I can't remember. My brain is leaving me. They gave a panhandler a sandwich that they opened up the wrapper and it didn't have cheese on it, and they wound up throwing it at the car. That's what that kind of reminds me of. Like, man, and like I said, the more we talked about on here, I felt a whole lot better. That's why I'm glad it kind of Larry Vaught still ain't happy about it. But when we talked about it on here, and I talked to some former players, and they felt the same way, like you were saying. Like, what more do you want? Like, you really shouldn't have been here. So you got an opportunity to be here and play and got a degree. Now I can see if they sold you short on not getting a degree or some other stuff. And then you want to, and that was the biggest thing to me. You went to social media to try to blackball the school, and like you gonna put a black eye on your coach, the university, the program. Like the more I think, but that's some selfish shit. Like that was selfish as hell. Where you should have just been like, you know what, I'm saying. I mean, you could have. I'm like that too, though. I'll throw shade on you. I'll put a black eye on you, but I ain't gonna always say all the right things.
I'm gonna go back to the last question. I am unbelievably floored, Anthony, by the amount of fans, and then it just hit me that fans are just different. Like fans, fans talk about, well, Tennessee has never been in the Final Four. Like, I don't give a damn if Tennessee basketball never been in the Final Four. That means nothing to me. But so therefore, I think a fan has the ability to pump their chest out at their boys on Twitter, Facebook, whatever. Hey, I got 7 rings. I can go. Beep, beep, beep. But to us players, dude, it's like someone was talking about Bradley Beal not taking $250 to go to Miami, but took $280 to go to Phoenix. And some people are like, what's $30 million? It's a lot of fucking money. Listen, and we ain't talking about $2 or $10,000 or $100 or $1 million. We talking $30 million.
That's $1 million a month for almost 3 years.
Shit. Hell yeah. Why did Miami match the $280?
Right.
Well, you coming $275. When you go to $10 million, it's too much to pass on. I'm sorry. $10 million, but I'll pass on 2 to 3. I'll pass on 2 to 3. But 10, no, definitely not 30. Damn, I don't think people understand. You know how much money it is? You're gonna pass on it just because you want to win. And this is what you want to win a ring. What that ring is only worth what? $10,000 maybe? No,
I don't know. I've heard different things.
What, 20? Is 100?
No, I heard 50, but I don't think all them numbers are right.
Okay, what?
Because rings I won. Yeah, I thought they were about 50.
I'm gonna tell y'all people about taxes that I've learned from buddies of mine that have lived in Texas and Florida. Yeah, you have no state income tax, but they get their taxes in other ways. Property tax is a bench in both of those states. They get their money, y'all. They just get it in other vehicles. So that whole Florida, nah. Especially those kind of guys. Now, if you was like one of us, we just gonna go get a modest house. Yeah, it probably does help us out a little bit. But these motherfuckers get $1 million houses. Nah, that property tax eating their ass up. Trust me, eating their ass up, and more in other taxes too. But yeah, that no state income tax is a fucking is fooling.
Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna get up out of here with this though. But I think the only thing we was talking about as far as the 50 million plus minus 300,000. The one thing people may look at like the Tom Brady thing, and I say Tom Brady had a right to give up what $10, $12 million, $15 million every year. One, because at that position, you got to have people around you that's gonna protect you. So yeah, spread. Hey, take that other 10 or 15 and spread and give me some protection.
Right.
Or spread and get me some weapons so I got somebody to release the ball to. So I think that's where people may get that whole scenario. As a quarterback, I can see you giving up a little money just because it's so many people. You need so many things around you for you to be healthy and successful.
Yeah. That's why
a wide receiver. Shit, a wide receiver, you can get him $25 million. Shit, I'm taking that. Man.
And that's why I said basketball. Because football is so down. Basketball, take your fucking money and run.
Right.
Ain't no doubt about it. That's $50 million ain't life-changing money. I don't think people understand $50 million really ain't that much. You're gonna get about 20 of it because you gotta pay taxes and then you got to pay your agent and blah blah blah. It ain't as much as you think, but 300. Shit,
it was a hell of a jump start.
That's a hell of a jump. And I don't care. Look, and then the other thing, and then we get off here. I want people to also understand: if you making 300 million, you were a pretty damn good fucking ball player. You making 300 million, you was probably the best player on the team. You getting endorsement deals. If you making 50 million, winning 7 world championships, that means you was on that fucking bench.
Right. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So it ain't like you hit the last. It wasn't like you hit the Michael Jordan shot of a dude from Utah. That wasn't you. You was on the sideline doing this.
Russell.
Yeah, you was on the sideline doing this, maybe, but come on.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Because you got to think, and it's funny as hell. People always talk about it that you can be on the bench. Like, would you want to be on the bench and get a ring, or would you? And I tell people all the time. Like I was like when coming out of high school, going to Ohio State or Michigan. I didn't like Ohio State just because for personal reasons, and I was a Michigan fan. You can't do both. But my biggest thing was I would rather go to Kentucky and be able to play for 4 years than go to Ohio State and play for a national championship and get 1 year in and sit on the bench and have, because I know quite a few people who got rings that was on Ohio State's team but never touched the field.
Right.
So
facts.
That's
barely touched the practice field.
Right. Yeah, man. Let me get a chance, man. They make it to the next level or something, man. Let me get some film out there or something.
But it's just interesting. Dude, that was 50% of a little more than 50% picked down 50 million and 7 rings.
Damn, cause it ain't in their face. They ain't faced with. That's why I don't ask people questions like that, man. I always put them in that position. Like you got to put them in that position. Man. They make a whole nother situation.
That's what I say.
But, all right, man.
Yeah, man.
Finally back in the saddle, man. Appreciate it. Van gonna go on there tomorrow. He gonna tell y'all about yourselves, about that offense, not helping out the defense. I agree with him for once. So go check that out. I ain't got nothing going on next week, I don't think. So I should be back again next week. I should be able to get 2 weeks in a row in. Ain't got nothing planned. But yeah, man. Keep your ears to the ground and check with your people, man. I think we got some concerns over the UK football. I got faith in Stoops. I just think it may be a little too late. I think it may be a little too late. He trying to put his foot on the gas a little late.
We shall see.
But making $10 million, yeah, I ain't too much worried about him. I ain't too much worried about him. He's gonna be straight either way. All right, like, subscribe, share, follow. I don't know where those points are coming from YouTube. I'm gonna look into that. But apparently, if you interact a whole lot more, you get more points. So you need to start interacting a little bit. We will be back next week. Thank you for watching.